Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading, we're taking a look at an exciting message from your future self telling you to get ready. I can't wait for this reading, and I want to say thank you guys for the beautiful comments you left yesterday. I miss you guys so much. So thank you so much for all the lovely comments. I truly appreciate each and every one of them. I don't know what I've done to be so blessed with you guys. So let's pull out your 3 cards for today's reading and see what we have. Okay, so for pile number 1, you've got the card Action. For pile number 2, you've got the card Play. And for pile number 3, you've got the card Generosity. Love the colors today. The reds, oranges, yellows, and greens are just so beautiful. And yeah, let's start with the crystal process and see what we can place there. Right. I feel like they're very clear. I think I'm going to go ahead and show you my suggestions. I'm going to put like the different shades of yellow here, and I'm going to show both shades like so. Yeah, like this, perhaps, so that the different shades appear. And then I am really feeling the green Aventurine, or maybe the green moss agate seems to be more suited. So I'm really feeling, is this the green? This is not the green moss agate. This is the dragon's blood Jasper. Such a beautiful crystal. I'll show it to you in a moment. But yeah, I feel like it's really suiting this card. And then I don't think it's a Jasper. I think it's just called the dragon's blood. I'll check in a moment. But finally, I'm really feeling the red Jasper for this one. Yeah, let's take out the red Jasper. I can see it right at the bottom here. There we go. All right, I think these are speaking beautifully or translating the energy of the cards in terms of color. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling. Let me introduce each crystal to you guys in a moment. So for pile number 1, you've got the beautiful red Jasper. For pile number 2, you've got the beautiful yellow Aventurine. And for pile number 3, you've got the dragon's blood. I'm pretty sure it's just called that, but I will check right now. Hold up. I am wrong. It is indeed a Jasper, the dragon's blood Jasper. Okay, I'm happy I checked. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the messages your future self is sending to you today. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment, after the shuffling, I will be pulling out 4 cards, 4 crystals for each pile. I'm just like, I had a bit of touch up here and I'm afraid to mess it up. So I'm just gonna stick my finger like that to be careful. Right, let's get straight into it. 1, 2, 3, we need one more. 4. 4. What? Ah, there it is, the mysterious Leo. A grand entrance as usual. If you've got a Leo placement, I highly recommend pile number 3. All right, let's check out the signs. Hold up. Okay, so for pile number 1, you've got the signs Virgo, Cancer, Aries, as well as Capricorn. For pile number 2, you've got the signs Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, as well as Taurus. For pile number 3, you've got the signs Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, as well as Gemini. There we go. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placement in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just different suggestions. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section, Spirit will be picking your pile for you. If this is something that you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This section has been created specifically for you. And as you may know, I simply assign a different tarot card to each pile based on the numerology of the major arcana. The Magician presents pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, the Empress pile number 3. And what I simply do is shuffle them around until I miss pulling out a card or passing on a card to the other side. So, there we go. What is your exciting message from your future self? And you've got pile number 2. Okay, so this is the chosen pile from Spirit. And these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope that you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And I will see you there. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at an exciting message from your future self telling you to get ready. I can't wait to get into it. I have a lot of games to play with, like a new deck, the invisible deck, the invisible tarot. I can't wait to see what all these games show us in today's reading. Right, so if you're interested in knowing the names of any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always list them below. And very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. Your significator card is the action card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, we've got 2 here. The signs for this pile are Virgo, Cancer, Aries, as well as Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, let's get straight into it and let's take a look at your oracle cards first before we expand into your tarot. So, you've got the card. Here we go. Prison. Okay. And then you've got the bird with freedom. That's very interesting. Do you feel entrapped somewhere, controlled by something or someone? Because your significator card here is talking about red. That's a bold color, like powerful freedom coming up or something. All right, let's see. Let's keep that here. And let's take a look at this card. So you've got catfish. Oh, maybe someone has cheated you one way or the other. They're going to get caught and you're going to be free. So pretending to be someone else online, fake profile, deceptive images, not who you think I am. Maybe someone being caught online, or not just online, like you're reading about it online or maybe even on television. It looks like it's on your phone screen. Perhaps will somehow liberate you. Some massive actions are going to be taken. We can keep guessing, so let's just wait. Let's just wait and see what this is saying. All right, so we have this idea that someone right now is pretending to be someone they're not. It looks like they're gonna get caught for it. Some legal actions maybe are gonna be in place. Let's see. Ooh, Sun in Taurus with acquisition. Okay. I already feel like your future self is saying, get a hold of what's about to happen. You have no idea. Okay. Okay. You've got the Enneagram ambition under the category of talent. And the keywords are huge working capacity, will to succeed, competitive, great marketeer, loves challenges, entrepreneurial skills. Right, really cool. It really works with action as well. You've got the Enneagram self-glorifying. Oh, you're really proud of yourself. No, in a good way, really. So it's under the category of professional trap, and the keywords are sacrificing its private life, being arrogant, show off, workaholic, crushing others, prioritizing its goals. Very interesting cards. Okay. You've got Moon in Taurus with exaltation. It looks like you're really gonna be glorified here. There's something about you. Your image being glorified in the future. You have such great acquisitions. Your ambitions or the goals are on target. You've achieved them. Let's see. Let's keep that here. That's the second house, of course. House of wealth and also appearance. So yeah, wealth and appearance. It seems like these are two powerful energies in your reading today. Right, you've got Sun in Scorpio with endurance. Also looks like there's something about your future beating someone who's been pretending to be someone else, someone lying, someone appearing to others as something when they're really something else. And it looks like their pretentiousness, one way or the other, kept you stuck. And I feel here your future self is saying, We've overcome them. We've overcome the lies that they've made. We are wealthy. We are, our image is glorified. Really nice. Okay. Well, on that note, let's pull out your first set of tarot cards so that we have like a focus on a focal point of what your future self wants to focus on, and then we'll complete your reading with the main tarot deck. So let's count to 3 and then pull our cards from the top. 1, 2, and 3. So these are already 3 cards. Right, perfect. So you've got the card High Priestess. I almost feel like your future self is saying, get a load of what's about to happen. High Priestess is the hidden. You have no idea about the future that you're going to be living, the events that are going to happen, the things that are going to show up in your life. I feel like your future self is saying, if you think that's it, girl, you know nothing yet. Okay. So, High Priestess. This is the Devil card. Look, it's circling the moon here. Very interesting. Well, I get an impression here that your future self is not going to tell you everything, right? Your future self is not allowed to tell you everything. But let's continue the message. 21, World card. Oh, entrapment. I forgot. You've got the prison here. There's something about in the pages of a secret book lies the key to your inner look. This insight is a true gaze, the wisest light to guide your days. So beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, so I really feel like it's positive. Within your future, in the next part of your life, there are really many healing things. You'll discover so much about yourself and about what you can do. Your light is gonna exalt. Your future self is talking about how it is entrapped at the moment by your limiting beliefs, but also your future self is talking about actual entrapment here, because the oracle guides guide us towards that. Something is keeping you entrapped, and both your ideas, right, as well as someone here playing someone else. They could be even playing you with catfish, you know? They could be playing you, or they could be playing someone else, playing the victim, right? Or playing a role that they're not, playing wise, playing honest, and imprisoning you. I feel like you're being constantly regulated or monitored. Like, oh, what's pile number 1 going to do now? We have to lock pile number 1, or we have to like limit pile number 1. Or you feel limited. Maybe you are also playing a role in limiting yourself. So they're limiting you, but you could be playing a part in limiting yourself as well. Right. But you're going to be free here in any case, because with the World card in the same circle, what are the odds that there are 3 circles lining up? There's so many things your future self is trying to say that are going to happen that you have no idea about. They're going to liberate you from the things that you feel imprisoned by at the moment, and that includes your limiting beliefs. You're going to be free in your future from so many limitations, including your own, and you are going to be absolutely glorified because you're shining your light, and because you're not being limited by, I don't know, this person or maybe these people anymore. And it's interesting, the High Priestess here shows us as within, right? And then your card shows us as without. So perhaps it's going to begin by you removing these limitations before you are liberated on the outside. Liberating the inside perhaps is what your future self is showing you, how you're going to liberate yourself on the inside first before you are liberated on the outside. You know, yesterday, just to give you an example of how things actually sort of untangle when you untangle yourself. Yesterday, I was working on a project that I was supposed to deliver by email on that evening. I put that deadline on myself. I could have sent it tomorrow, but I didn't want to be late, ironically. So I kept working all evening yesterday, hard, putting all the details, the amount of work I've done just to make it the exact way I want. And I was, I was working to so many details, and suddenly the program on my computer shut off. There's something about memory, and I couldn't remove the memory because the memory was holding what I was working on. It was like a disaster. I'm not a tech savvy person at all. I know how to work with the programs, but I don't know how to fix them, unfortunately. It's something that I should look into. But anyways, I digress. And then suddenly the program retracted everything I was working on, and I couldn't access it again. To tell you I panicked was an understatement. I panicked. I really did. I was like, no. I went into this embarrassing panic mode, and I went, no. And I went into a panic. I called a friend who tried to suggest things that I've already done. And I was like, oh, I can't talk to you now. I can't talk. And I panicked. And I then reminded myself, Reem, you can't panic like that, right? You need to calm down. So I sat down, took a deep breath, and I said, what's the worst that could happen here? And I just realized it's like, I don't want to, I lost a lot of work, obviously, that's going to take, I don't know how long to do again. But then I realized it's not the end of the world. There are worse things that can happen. So I unfortunately sent the email that I did not want to send. And I said, I'm sorry. I said what happened. And a lot of judgment obviously could come out of this. Like, why don't I have my ish together? It is what happened. It taught me a lesson about having, being careful about the things that could go wrong. I sent the letter and I took a breather. I prepared something to drink, calmed down, and started to slowly look into it and how I can figure things out with what I know. It took me an hour, but with calmness, hour 45 minutes, with tranquility. Although I'm not tech savvy at all, I was able to kind of see the warning messages that I've been getting, trying to calmly fix it here, fix it there, see what I can let go of that's not related to the project. It doesn't have, this is from a while ago, it's not connected, I'm sure, and so on. And I had so much to figure out, long story short, and I was able to retrieve it. I wasn't able to save it, so I kept the computer open until I go to an expert today, but I was able to retrieve it. And I realized as I was retrieving it and I heard I saw it working, I was like, being calm totally allowed me to do this, because in my panic mode, there was no way I was going to work things out. And I remembered the concept of inner calm untangles the outside. It is what happens every single time. So perhaps I was meant to share this story for one reason or the other. If you're really feeling frustrated that you're super stuck in something, you're not able to move, you're not able maybe to reach your goals, something here, or maybe you're very frustrated because of this, what you believe is a powerful person not making you do what you want. I think you want to remember to calm down internally, find your inner power first, accept first what happened, or what is happening. Maybe there's lack of acceptance. Accept it, calm down, and from there, calmly and patiently work out how you can take yourself from this entanglement without needing to rush and accepting that it may and may not work. So perhaps that happened to me yesterday. This was a frustrating night yesterday, but calming down, although this was a big deal, and knowing the amount of work I have to do again, calming down, accepting it first is really what untangled it for me. So perhaps I was meant to share this with you as something that your future self wants to show you here. You are really going to be glorified. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the message. This was definitely like a focal message, but oh, thanks. But let's continue. The Magician, see? Working on your steps. They're fixing a shoe here. Working on your steps calmly. There's an inner magic to you that you won't have access to until even the Magician is the card of as within, so without. We were just talking about that. So you will have instant access to your magic if you calm down. Your future self is showing you. Calm down and prepare your steps. Prepare your steps. Okay, so you've got the 10 of Cups. I love this for you. Okay. You've got the 7 of Pentacles. Slowly but surely. Perhaps with the chairs, this is talking about positions for some of you, maybe positions at work specifically, or it's just like growth, how you're going to grow. Your position is going to grow. What you're able to handle is going to grow. What you're in charge of, your role is going to grow massively. Ooh, and you've got the beautiful Sun card. Really, your future self is showing you how the circle here, the Sun. Your future is so powerful. Your future self wants to show you. And what is entrapping you at the moment and all the fake people around you, the lies around you are really going to be a thing of the past. You are powerful and you're gonna overcome them. Even if they look like a lion, they look like they're unbeatable, they look like the king of the jungle, like it's their territory, you are going to beat them. Your future self is saying, oh, look at us now. We've achieved our goals to the dot. We've acquired the things that we got. Our image is glorified, it's exalted. Yeah, there's a powerful energy here. But your future self is saying this is not someone coming to save you. This is going to be you saving yourself, taking strong action, and you are going to be proud of it. In fact, since this is the main focal point here, I want to take a look at the action card, because this is actually a deck all about power. So since your future self is focusing on your power here, let's see what this power is. Yeah, that's the symbol. And now we need to look into the word power. Precision. Is it not alphabetical? Oh, it's action. What's wrong with me? Okay. Action. It is alphabetical. That was a me problem. Okay. So, action. Action signifies the pursuit of a new reality through intentional doing. Being intentional. It is not only a means to an end, but also a source of joy and fulfillment in itself. The action itself. It's like they say, it's the journey, not the destination. Anyways, much like a hummingbird that uses its strong vision and sense to taste, to pursue what it wants, and sense of taste, to pursue what it wants, with vigor and motion, actions allow us to move forward. Actions allow us to move towards what we want and create possibilities in our lives. Let me read that again. It is not only a means to an end, but also a source of joy and fulfillment in itself. Much like a hummingbird that uses its strong vision and sense of taste to pursue what it wants with vigor and motion, action allows us to move towards what we want and create possibilities in our lives. Compulsive, endless productivity is not a hallmark of empowered. Didn't we read something like this here? Yes. What was it? Huge working capacity. No. No. Was it here? No. We didn't read something like that. Okay. Compulsive, endless productivity is not a hallmark of empowered action. Instead, it's a recipe for monotony and burnout, and is often fueled by avoiding hard feelings. There are many ways to engage the power of action. Action may feel like a fast vibration that compels you towards delight, like one small, slow step forward, or like resolute steadfastness towards a long term goal. Powerful action is what transpires with ease when enough alignment, creativity, and clarity are built up inside your body. Relish the natural cycle. Well intended action disperses energy towards creation rather than destruction. Wow, a lot to reflect on. I am honestly feeling like looking at your cards, there's something about you trying to be so focused on the outside and not being inspired, like just trying to ward it off or get something happen is not getting you there until you break the internal chains and feel the internal inspiration, finding yourself first, not being perhaps over empowered internally first by these people, moving towards what you want with inspiration and passion, I feel is what is going to liberate you from not being able to find or achieve the things that are important to you, your ambitions, as well as liberate yourself from these people, because perhaps they're just a mirror reflecting how you are entrapping yourself, and thus they're the reflection of you, showing you how they're entrapping you on the outside. But it seems your future self has realized that it was an internal entrapment before it was actually an external one. As within, so without. So you're going to be very happy in your future because you created that happiness for yourself with action. You found inspiration that allows you to take strong actions because you're inspired, not because you're afraid, for example, not because you are entrapped, but because you've liberated yourself from the inside, feeling like you are excited, feeling like you're not threatened by the delusions that the illusions that these people are creating. Yeah, you're just strong. They can't entrap you anymore, and nor can your actions, because your actions are inspired and they are naturally flowing, attracting your goals to you, because it seems like you are taking action that you feel inspired about. And I feel like your future self is saying, you are going to be so happy with the 10 of Cups. Your future is full of positivity and fulfilling growth that you could have only dreamed about one day. You think happiness is one thing, but the reality we're living is more happiness than you could even imagine. There's happier than you're happy. There's happier than you're happy. Your future self is talking about how up next in your life you really have your will continue to grow as a person, and so will your power grow with you. You will be building in your future a lot with the 7 of Pentacles, a lot of positive things, and it seems it's pertaining to the things you're going to acquire and have and the goals you're going to achieve. So let's expand more on that. Your future is positive and it's bright. It feels like the sun is rising. This is the sun card, so that's dawn. The sun is rising in your life. Perhaps it has already started for you with the dawn, or it's about to rise strong. It's the beginning of such powerful, positive times of your life. Yeah, even if you have positivity, this is like, it's just the beginning, is what I'm seeing. This is just the beginning. You're going to be overflowing with happiness in your life. So let's expand on this growth card and get more information here about your growth and what you can expect next, because that is the beginning. Your future self is saying, get ready. This is your awakening with the Sun card. This is the awakening, your awakening, and your life's awakening, because you're finally free. First, let's take a look at your awakening. What's your awakening? We know a little bit about it here, but let's expand on that before we expand on your... Maybe they're both the same, actually. That's talking about your growth. They're both talking about your awakening and your growth. So let's expand on these. Oh, missing piece. Hold up. Oh, that's the world card. Sorry. Right, so that's the world card. Something completion. Is that integration of the shadow? Because there's the shadow, right? And there's a missing piece that's being integrated. And there's the inner child. There's something about an integration of the powerful integration of the shadow coming up next these days in your life. Your future self is showing you. So how are you going to do that? Let's get into more details. The Hierophant. And this is the Latin sentence, dura lex, sed lex. The law is harsh, but it is the law. I am feeling like you are going to face something harsh. Perhaps you've avoided something before. You're like, no, I can't do that. And then you go through it and you're like, it's time to face it. So with the law or with the judge here, it's either you are going to choose to go through it or life is going to put you through it. So which one is it? Movement. Well, the Chariot has the light and the dark aspect. So it's giving me an understanding that it's actually either or. Either you go with the light boldly towards the things you're afraid of and actually taking action, or life, like either way you're moving there, right? So either you go with the light and go outside of your comfort zone and actually do the bold things, and we'll see what these bold things that you're required to do is, since that's the case, or you're not going to take action, could feel intimidated, and that's okay. And this is not to scare you. This is just to let you know that your world will take you there. You will face it and you will integrate your shadow. You will see how strong you are. So you're destined to win this, whatever this is, which we'll explore now. You're destined to win it. So whether you go there to win it or life takes you there to win it, these are just details. You're going there. Okay, you're being carried there. How you go there is your choice. Okay, so what are you guided to do if you go there through the light? What are you guided to do? What should you face? Two of Swords. There's an internal power in you that you're blocking. You are blocking it. No one's blocking it. Whoa, Ace of Swords. The Empress. Okay, so with this Ace of Swords, this is definitely inviting me to tell you, like, I'm not going to get into the story. I told you guys about it before, years and years ago. But when I was a little girl, I was on a skiing trip. It's a ski trip that all children go to in Oslo every year in a hill called Holmenkollen. Long story short, each age group, or age group expertise have to go on a particular route. And so I was in the medium, not an expert, but in the medium. And you know, when you're a little kid, you think you're much more experienced than you actually think. So I dared to go on an experience route that I wasn't allowed to go through, given my actually expert color, right? And I defied it. I said, oh, I'm an expert, I'll know how to do this, only to find that the route that I've taken had this, it was dangerous. And I was going very, very quickly with my skis in a steep downhill. And I swear to you guys, it was so thin, and like you can fall on this side, you can fall on this side. When you realize how stupid you are, too late. And if I took a wrong breath, like my skis would have turned out. I don't know how I did it. Like this is like I held my skis and I didn't breathe, and I almost like I froze. I froze, praying that I make it. And I went whoo, up until I still don't know how it happened. This wasn't me. Like I learned from this day, by the way, I've learned to never break the rules in my life again. I've understood the importance of following the guidelines, right? So I went down, I took off my skis, I cried on the ground. Thank you. And I went straight with the rules for the rest of my life. So going back to your cards, it's a little bit different here. I think it might even be a little bit to the opposite. I feel like your cards are talking about the opposite. Go for what you are afraid of what you think only experts can do, what you think, what you think experts could do, or people who have that clarity with the Ace of Swords can do. There's something you're afraid. You have to take the risk. You have to take the risk. Whether you succeed or fail, it doesn't matter. You have to like take almost dangerous steps. What will feel in your mind like dangerous steps. Like perhaps you wanna go towards your goals, but you're feeling like it's dangerous because you might fail. Or maybe you want to face this person, but you will feel like it's dangerous, maybe because with one word they can ruin your reputation. Maybe they're very popular with the lies they're making. I don't know what this is. But your future self is saying, you gotta go for it. It's not gonna happen until you go for it. You gotta take that risk. You gotta not be afraid of falling, because you're gonna land on your feet. You are gonna land on your feet. You might get some injuries here or there, but there's something about the Empress here. Nurture. You want to go through it with nurture and care. You don't want to go through it with an internal rough voice with the journaling here. Like you want to mother the Empress, mother yourself through it. Like saying, hey, it's okay, good job, me, good job. We did this, we never did it before. Maybe we didn't succeed, but we're the boss for taking that step. Good job, I'm proud of you. Even if everyone thinks this was a failure, I'm proud of you. You want to nurture yourself in that way as you take that bold action, whether here, or all the limitations that you have. Because if you do, you will surprise yourself with massive power that you have internally that you're being blocked from. And you need to nurture your way into it. Boldness and nurture, that balance will unlock this forever. Once you see yourself with that power every way. Goodbye, misery. Goodbye, the internal world that was imprisoning you on the external world. And yeah, that is the action, the particular action that you will be taking, the healing, the integration that is going to happen. Whether you go there or not, life will push you there. And you will find yourself having to actually be in the situation and do that dangerous thing only to win, because you are destined to win in this situation. And that's what your future self is showing you. Your future self is saying, hey, you, in this situation, you will see that you can win. You have been held down by limiting beliefs that weren't true. And my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see as your message from your future self. Your future self is saying, put on your seatbelt, because this is going to be the ride that begins now. Be bold, my dear pile number one. And this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at an exciting message from your future self telling you to get ready. Can't wait to see what you're meant to be ready about, to get ready for. And these are the decks that I'll be using to explore your reading. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. Your significator card is the play card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, oh, hold up. 3. If you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, as well as Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. And we'll take a look at your oracle cards first. So you've got myth, fairy tale. Okay. We've got Odysseus here. Odysseus. That's very interesting. Gives us some perspective. You've got, recharge. On a side note, do you need to charge your phone? Perhaps Spirit is saying charge your phone or something. Okay, like charge your phone for important work tomorrow, or charge your phone or something. Anyways, I digress. You've got mental rest, emotional recovery, taking a break, as well as come back stronger. Love that. Play and recharge. That's lovely. Okay. You've got Moon in Capricorn with practicality. You've got the Enneagram promotion. Ooh, nice to see, with the under the category of happy event. And the keywords are career advancement, recommendation, elevation, reward, nomination, position of responsibility. Okay. Job interview and promotion? That can't be a coincidence. Something about your work here. Okay, so we've got promotion, job interview. Okay. All right, we'll wait and see. So you've got Mercury in Cancer with intuition. Okay. And finally, as your oracle card, you've got spacecraft. I feel like you're going so far. interstellar. Like, you think far is one place, but then this is interstellar. You're going much further than you think you can. Yeah, spacecraft, like something out of this world where you're going. Seems like it has to do with your work, your promotion, the sort of job you're going to land due to your hard work. Let's see. I'm starting to see something a little bit weird. Not weird, weird in a good way. But before I tell you about it, my plan is, this is shuffled, is to pull out 3 or 4 cards from the Invisible Tarot to give us like the sort of major energy that your future self is talking about in terms of what you're going to fasten your seatbelts for. So 1, 2, and 3. What do we have? The Ace of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Okay. But then you've got the Two of Swords. How interesting. If you ask me, I think this is going hand in hand beautifully with what I'm seeing. Do you notice how this card is called Myth? And there's a, it's not really a juxtaposition, but I'm seeing it intuitively as such. Something about you're recharging, but it looks like you're working hard, especially with the significator card being the card play. So let me give you a context of what I'm trying to say here, because I think I'm not delivering it well. So let me introduce the elements before I start putting it together. Odysseus, is very famous for the Trojan horse, the war of Troy, in the city of Troy, and how he used this giant hollow horse to fool everyone. So, to win the war, yeah. So, there's something here so interesting. There's something about how you're really gonna be promoted and going far in life, perhaps landing a job or a market position or something that one way or the other is far bigger, not than you, of course, as a person, but from where you are right now, okay? But you're going to be so convincing, your intuition, your inner knowing is so strong that you're going to land this position or land this deal, right? Land something massive, maybe way bigger than you believe you can handle. Something interstellar, like something, something out of this world. The reason for this is because it looks like with the story of Odysseus is that you will be making a mega entrance of some form. Maybe you're going to be creating like an amazing service or product, or maybe you are going to put your CV in such a perfect, like an amazing mega package. That doesn't mean that you don't believe you can handle this. I'm just saying that what they are looking for, these people or this market, or what it requires, right? And where you actually are may not be compatible. It could be in like actual terms, but what people usually deem as the right position or the right thing, the requirements don't meet. You see what I'm trying to say? And so you're packaging in this grand way, maybe your entrance, the way you do a particular project in your company, handle something, is gonna look with myth that you are way further and bigger than you actually are. The funny thing is, your future self is saying, in terms of putting on your seatbelt, there's not seeing here with the Two of Swords. There's something everyone is not seeing except you. You're like very intelligent here. It's almost like your intuition knows it can do it, but maybe your company doesn't know, the market doesn't know, or something. And so the funny thing is, or the ironic thing is, it looks like it will seem like you have your life together, or you worked very hard to create something, when in fact it was the entire opposite with recharge. Perhaps you were absolutely nearly doing nothing and recharging. The position is just so funny. I must say, gotta be honest with you, I get this feeling that yes, you're sitting there like a boss. You are a boss. I mean, if you can pull something like this off, who won at the end of the day? Odysseus, right? So you're amazing. That itself speaks a lot about you. You're not lying here. You're just presenting yourself well because you believe you can do something. I don't know, like it depends on the context of whether this is wrong or right, but I'm looking at it in the right context. Like, yeah, in the right context. So you play this role, or you present yourself so well. It looks like you're a hard worker. You have everything in order when you could have been chilling, You kind of, I'm laughing because I keep envisioning someone who was just chilling a few days ago, not doing much, enjoying their life, taking it easy, hanging out. They saw this job position. That's just what I'm imagining in my mind, by the way. It doesn't have to be exactly you, but I'm just showing you what I'm imagining. Having the time of your life, and you're like, oh, look at this job. That looks interesting. I can do that. I can do this job. And you adjust your CV and you make it enticing, presents you well. Somehow you do it so well, or you present yourself so well, that people are impressed. They think, oh, this person, they might have everything. Like, they know how to do this, they know how to do that. Whoa, wow, they must be so busy. They probably tell you something like, oh, you must have been so busy. And you're like, yeah. So, or maybe that's your work. Maybe this is not a job interview. Maybe this is your work. And I want to say, you almost come across as someone who doesn't necessarily work hard, but works smart, for sure. You know how to present yourself well. And working smart, as long as you get the result, like, why suffer? So, brilliant. And so maybe you've done something in such a simple way, and you're gonna be seen as someone who, whoa, look at what they do. They have everything together. This is the person we're looking for. All I'm trying to say is, whatever this is, during a time where you're going to be having an absolute blast, having so much fun, you're going to be seen as someone who worked hard for something. At the end of the day, you got the results, whatever the case. And you will have such a massive promotion, like, you won't even believe it. Also, that could be, what this reminds me of? It reminds me of seed investments. I think they're called seed investment. Speaking to investors, like, you have an idea and you present yourself so well. Maybe you don't have your plans together as you appear to be, but something in your soul knows it can do it. But you manage to impress these investors, and they say you got it. So you go home and you go, wow, I just got financially supported. I can go far in life. They give you a great marketing budget. They give you a great, overall investment. And you're like, right, they require all these documents from you. You go home and you start putting it together. any case, we can go on and on. I'm seeing you go far in life, like far further than you think you can go ever as soon in life. And that's why your future self is saying, fasten your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt. Because you're not going to believe this. Let's get more information on what your future self wants to say and perhaps more about this. But you've got the World card. You've got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole world. I feel like you're going to be handling something so big, maybe even international with the World card. Ooh, the Three of Pentacles, the Maestro. Perhaps soon you will be handling a team of experts. Simply just guiding them, making sure they are synchronistic with each other, that there is synergy between all these experts. Because you have a vision and you just want to make sure that if there's synergy between all of these experts, this vision will come to life. So a lot of collaboration next, a lot of audience or a lot of people watching next. Ooh, the Star. And I did see it here. So there's something about the stars here. I mean to say, there's something about how far you're going in life next. Massive, massive dream beyond the world, beyond what you think you can do in your world. Something bigger than your world. Like if you would dream, oh, this is the world, or this is what I believe my world could be. So my faraway dream would be here. Like that's the realistic part. And even that could be like a far stretch, but it makes sense. You're going somewhere out of what makes sense. You know, like for example, let's say your dream position would be managing the state you're in, right? In your company. And even that is like a super stretch. But to have people go, oh, forget about this whole thing. We want you to be a shareholder in this next multi-national organization that we are building in order to do this and that, and we want you there. And you're like, whoa, what? You see, I'm just giving you an example to show you that it's much further and bigger than your scope of looking at life with the World card. So World card, something about the world you know today is quickly ending. You're moving out of your world into a much bigger world. You will sell yourself, your skills, your capabilities very well, and what you can tackle, what you can do. But that doesn't mean that you intuitively know you can actually do that. And I wanted to say the world is your oyster, but really it looks like the universe is your oyster here. It's like there's nothing you can't do after that. And it all started with play, and it will continue with play. Yes, of course, you will have to get yourself organized, especially in the beginning. But it is your time of recharge, funny enough, although you just are about to handle something big, because your significator card is the play card. But let's take a look at your last tarot card here. Yeah, Two of Swords. Nobody can see the truth about your image but you. But you have a very high opinion of yourself. So maybe you don't meet these requirements yet, but you know you can tackle anything. And look at that. A grand opportunity opens up for you with the Three of Cups. Again, people, seems like a collaboration with others. And you keep getting three. 1, 2, 3. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Perhaps with particularly 3 people? I'm not sure. 2 people will join you in the game. Who knows? But I'm seeing 3. I'm just going to follow my intuition. I'm seeing 3. Perhaps you're the 3rd, or maybe they're just 3 people. So you're about to land and have the key to opening a massive opportunity in your life, one out of this world. So let's get more information about how they're going to find you, see you, what this opportunity is going to be like. This is very exciting. I can't wait to get into it. So, what is that all about? So we've got Temperance. You see, there's like this inundation of blessings. You feel blissful in life. And also protected. That seems to be another thing. Whoa! Well, now we understand why there's the aspect of protection. Tower. Whoa! Yeah, now we understand again why I noticed the protection here. 10 of Swords. Wow. It feels like there's like a lot of tumultuous energy outside of your life, while Spirit is keeping you very protected from all of that. In fact, there's like the strong waterfall, there's a strong fall outside. Things are changing massively. Yeah, the weather is cruel outside, while you are protected and in peace. Love to see this for you. Okay. You've got the moon. It's almost like you are hidden from praying eyes. The moon, darkness. Yeah. You're being hidden and protected from the very forces that could bring you down here, just as it would be bringing maybe others down. They can't see you. There's the back. Yeah. There you go. I don't know who they is, and I don't know what this tumultuous water is, but going back to the question, how are these people going to find you? That's the question. And it's funny that this is what we're getting. So now I need to think about how this answers the question of how are you going to be meeting these people? Perhaps the fact that so one of the things that these people will be enamored by is the fact that you weren't affected in a way that others will be affected. So because of that, that's the Trojan horse. You see, it looks big, but it's hollow. You're simply protected by Spirit. So it looks like you must have done some amazing things in order not to be hit in this way. It gives you this grand image. Maybe you luckily did the right thing that prevented you from falling. In fact, if you ask me, it looks like you're playing. You're having a blast. So weird. You didn't get hit by something because you're simply not present. It was a Spirit protecting you from that hit. And it turns into a blessing of you not going somewhere, not showing up, not being part of something. You were recharging. You were having a blast. This is very interesting reading, I must say. Wow. So that genuinely enamors these. So who are these people? Now that we're asking how you're going to meet them because of this situation, because you're going to be singled out, so you stand out. So that's how they're going to identify you. They're like, oh, look at this person standing out. They didn't fall in the same way others have fell. Wow, I want to meet this person. Or they contact you maybe. So, or maybe this is your company. Your manager's like, we want to meet. Good job on this. You didn't fall in the right way, in the way that others have failed. You must have been very organized. You must know what you're doing. We're very impressed. And you're like, yeah, of course. I was really making sure everything is done well. Yeah, it's obvious. We can see that. So anyways, who are these people? Whoa, Six of Pentacles. That's a bold card. Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles, they could be your work. People you're already working with for some people, right? For some others, be careful. They might be giving to you generously with the Six of Pentacles, but they're toxic. So it doesn't mean don't work with them or don't do something that is important at this step in your life. I mean, you just want to be careful. That's all. You want to be aware that there's toxicity there, right? Nine of Swords. Well, this looks like an employee. This looks like a cruel, higher up manager or something. Someone who, like, very high up in your company. Someone high up in your company. This could be your private business. And you land a great deal. So yeah, your company, another company, investment. Maybe, let me think. They are hardworking, meticulous people. They look into the details of very detailed. It's surprising how people with this amount of attention to detail can fall for something so different. But they're not so far off, although their methodology didn't really get them the criteria that they were looking for, but it got them the criteria that they needed. So anyways, they're into detail, they're very careful, very meticulous. They think they're much larger and bigger than everyone. They look down on everyone. The Nine of Swords, they're fearful, they're scary, but it seems like they're very impressed with you. They give generously, but they're very toxic. So you got to be careful with the deal that you make with them, that it is... Sorry, I'm back. So yeah, you want to be careful with the deal that you make with them. But equally, the balance in the Six of Pentacles, equally true is the fact that if they get addicted to the results that you get them, they will not be able to let you go. So you've got these two sides of the scales here. You want to be careful. Scales, also legalities. You want to be very careful with your legal agreement that you do with them in the beginning. But you also want to know that as fear-inducing these people are and how meticulous and maybe like not so easy to deal with, they also, in seeing the results and the things you're capable of doing, they will not be able to let you go. So we were expanding on how you will meet them. Oh, we were saying who are these people and how will you meet them. Let's expand on how will you meet them here, because this is taking you far, these people. This is what your future self wants to show you here. This is the thing that's taking you far, and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to be very organized, Queen of Swords. You're knowledgeable. You intuitively know what to do. There's something so intelligent about you with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Right. So we know why they're going to meet you and how, but can we get more details on the how, please? Huh. You're taking a leap of faith, a Six of Swords or something. Let's see. The Strength card. Oh, this is not a pool, I know, but I think you're among, it reminds me of a small pool. I think you're, and someone's jumping into it. You're among a pool of people, and I think they're waiting to see a bold action. And maybe you can take that bold action. It doesn't cost you much because you didn't get into this situation. That's how your strength shows. So I think you're the one who's making that bold move towards these people. It's not them towards you. You're making a grand entrance, remember? Three of Pentacles. Sorry, my apologies. I meant to say Three of Wands. Yeah, you're the one going. You're the one planting these seeds. You're the one who's starting this. You see the same three here. The same three looking for something. You see powerful people looking for something. And you are going to take a deep breath and just jump into it. You're going to go, why not? Let me try. Maybe let me just send my CV. Let me just do this. Let me say, yes, I'm capable of doing it. Something like that. So you're the one who's planting these seeds. And you definitely get their attention. It works. This grand entrance works. And they definitely do see you as powerful. And you are. You know it as well. And you are powerful. And yeah, your future self is saying, fasten your seatbelts. So what is your guidance regarding what is your future self's guidance here? Like, should you be looking out for something up next? And I'm tempted to also take one of these cards. Again, thank you. And then we'll expand with your tarot cards. Your guidance from your future self. Cuffing season. It says December the 25th. Oh. Temporary relationships, seasonal companionship, short-term warmth until spring. Okay. Whoa! Sun in Taurus with acquisition. Whoa! Ten of Wands. You're so happy. Like the hardship is over and the huge bounties here. I think it's hold on. Hold on. Your future self is saying, hold on. Enjoy the season you're in now. Because the season you're in is quite temporary. Enjoy it. Relax. You are in this relaxed mode anyway. So, or maybe you're going to be in this relaxed mode. Enjoy it because you're going to land something massive. You're going to have something massive. And it's going to take you places. So for now, yeah, your future self is not giving. It's like something is going to happen anyway. It seems like that to me. Something is going to happen. So yeah, just enjoy your time now. But no, and your future self is you. So your future self knows that when this comes, you will be doing that anyways. Like taking that chance anyways. It's almost like you will know in your heart, your soul is guiding you there. You will just go for it. You can't help it. Perhaps if you had 100 lifetimes, you would do the same thing. So yeah, Your future self is simply saying, enjoy this season. There's a massive one coming. Yeah, enjoy this season. Have a nice time because what you're about to have next is a huge. So, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. What a powerful message. Wow. Please do let me know how this rolls out into your life. I wish you the best of luck, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So there's something very peculiar about your reading. I shot it today, uploaded it, released it, and then realized that it was without a sound. So I'm happily shooting another one. I don't want you to miss your reading today. But I have a very strong idea. I kind of have a feeling like the story changed, unless we get the same story, right? But I kind of feel like perhaps you made a decision today, or something, you thought about something different, or you thought about things in a different way today that led you to connect with a different timeline. This is how I'm feeling, especially seen what happened. Yes, of course, we know technology. The mic ran out of battery. Should have checked as I was talking. But really, I feel like it was meant to happen so that you can like see the adjusted energy. So let's explore what this is. These are the decks that I'll be using, and your crystal is the beautiful Dragon's Blood Jasper. Your significator card is the Generosity card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, as well as Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Right, let's get into it again and see what you have. And I'm curious, is it the same energy? Is it changing? Let's find out. Okay, so you've got telescope. Right. You've got income. Well, one thing I can confirm for this pile is that it keeps getting income, and a lot of it. And of course, your significator card shows that. So yeah, you can even look at the cards. If you've clicked on pile number 3 without the sound, I'm not sure if you've noticed there was this energy of a lot of money. But let's find out. Let's continue to expand and see. You've got soul contracts that you must have done something. So fated connections, karmic relationships, spiritual agreements, as well as destined to meet. Lovely. Okay. You've got... What didn't I tell you guys? Do you see? Now that's like, no matter what time of timelines that change, riches and money is consistent here. So you've got Saturn in Capricorn with riches. It's like, yeah, that's there. That is destined to happen. Love this energy for you. You've got the Sun in Pisces with vision. And you've got Jupiter in Leo with publicity. Okay. Vision is like you are seen or something, or eyes on you or something. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's take a look at your invisible tarot deck. What I want to do is pull out 3 or 4 cards, depending on what we get, to get the main idea of what your future self's exciting message is. I actually have these 3 right there. Right, so what is your future self's exciting message? So you've got the Ace of Cups. I feel like this is a huge, big chalice of blessings. I feel like your future self is saying right now in the womb, there is so much blessing waiting for you to enjoy them in the future. So you've got the Six of Wands. This is the card of success. It's waiting for you to be unlocked with the massive success that you are going to be creating. Six of Wands. And you've got the, what is this? Ten of Swords. Perhaps you're going through a lot of pain at the moment. I must say, Ten of Swords is a lot. You must be going through a lot of pain at the moment. I'm very sorry about that. But it looks like that's the end of it. Your future self is saying, oh, the other than the soul contract, I feel like it's written for you right now for this pain to end. It's written for you to start accessing this massive chalice of blessings that's going to happen through massive success. That's the end, and it's leaving, and massive success awaits you, as well as riches and massive income as well. Right. So let's keep that here. And publicity, perhaps all eyes on you or something. Let's see. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. It will be our complete picture to what we're looking at. So, you've got the Seven of Wands. Wow. You've got the Death card. You can see the butterfly has changed and is coming out of its chrysalis. Amazing. Yeah, it's the end of the pain. Perhaps that pain is like you were pinned down to something painful and the butterfly is pushing out of the chrysalis, like you're becoming free from something painful. I would say what's painful here with the Seven of Wands, it looks like someone is doing hard work. Perhaps you're doing a lot of hard labor, and it doesn't have to be your job, by the way. Maybe you were so focused on raising your children, for example, and you've been putting all of your heart there. Maybe you've been working hard to heal. Whatever this is, I am seeing that it brought you a lot of pain, and you were overworked trying to, and without getting much here, working hard without getting much, or at least what you deserve or something. And your future self is saying, oh, you're about to reach the stars. You're about to reach the stars. You're about what you're looking at from afar now, like going, wow, look at the stars up there. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you and all the things you do. I just heard it right away. So yeah, you're going to be among the stars now. Yeah, I heard the song loud and clear in my ears. I had to sing it out for you guys. Okay, I'm still hearing it so loud. I feel like you're really gonna love where you're going. I'm very happy for you. Okay, so it requires a leap of faith. It requires for you to jump into it. Take that leap of faith. Now, the Six of Swords is moving from tumultuous waters to calmer waters. So perhaps your future self here is guiding you or showing you that one day or the other you are going to take that risk. It's just part of the contract, it's part of your fate. You came here to do this and you are going to do it. It's a matter of time. The more you take time, like not deciding not to take that leap of faith, the longer you stay in this chrysalis. But at the end of the day, all I'm trying to show you is that there is a transition with the Six of Swords from these painful times to something so big. And whenever you decide to take that leap of faith is when you will enjoy your absolute freedom and liberty. But let's continue to see what you have. Oof, you've got the Five of Swords, the fall. Like something here, you need to drop something, maybe. Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a card of bullying. It's a card of pain, inflicting pain or something. So perhaps you are guided to drop it like it's hot kind of energy of that which is inflicting pain on you. And that's not easy. I mean, we can look at the cards, easy for me to look at the cards and tell you, yeah, go ahead, jump, I understand. Obviously, it's not just easy for you to take that leap of faith. You're standing right there on the precipice right now going, I don't know, should I not? That's scary. Your future self is saying, look at it. Look at your situation. You can absolutely go to places. Don't linger where you are too long. It's that in between time that takes you nowhere. Can't go back, can't go forward. Don't stay there for long. And while dropping something, it's scary. It's like you jump and your heart stops and you're like, oh, what am I doing? But look, it's like your future self is saying, don't worry, you'll be caught. You're not going to actually fall. So, may I ask, what are you exactly afraid of falling here? Again, the fall. Do you see the curve? King of Cups. I don't know. Hold up. I have a lot of ideas, but I think I need more. Move. Maybe some of you need to move somewhere. King of Cups could be moving towards your passion, right? Moving towards your passion, although this could be like drop in income, massive drop in income if you follow your passion. Maybe. Well, something is at risk of falling, it seems, if you take that risk. Perhaps one more card can help us. Your work. Your work. Knight of Pentacles. Your work. There is like steady income here with the Knight of Pentacles. Reliable, steady job, for example. Versus the drop that we see here. Following the heart. Yeah. Look, if it's me talking to you, I would go, be careful. But it's not me talking to you. It's to you talking to you from the future. And your future self is like, our table is full of blessings. We're rich, literally rich. So is your future self telling you to drop your job because you're going to be successful? Is like, please be clear, kindly be clear. Is that like total drop or something? Knight of Wands. What can I tell you? It's like, whether you drop it or not is not the conversation. The conversation is like, that's up to you. You know best, right? What I can tell you is, with the Knight of Wands, this is go after your desires and nothing else. That's the Knight of Wands. It doesn't care about anything. It doesn't see anything else. It just moves towards its desires. It's hard. I would say if you can't just follow your future self advice, I mean, I don't want to project my fears for you onto you, you know? So please don't listen to me. Listen don't listen only to yourself, because that's yourself talking to you here anyways. So listen to you. But at the end of the day, whatever you do, your future self is saying, follow your desires and nothing else. Go after it. Go after your desires and what you want. That is very clear for sure. Okay, so now that we've explored that, how are you guided to move towards your desires? By the way, Six of Swords is moving slowly but surely. It's not a card of rushing. So first of all, this may not happen overnight. First thing you want to know, your future self is telling you. Number two, this could mean your future self is saying, take it easy, take it slow, but definitely move towards your desires. Is that the case? Temperance, yes. Two things. Temperance is the 2 cups. So yes, I would say your future self is not necessarily saying, like, let it all go. Yes, drop it like it's hot, because you're focused on something until it succeeds, you drop it, right? But you need to start right now, is the invitation that I'm starting to understand from your future self. Be balanced, of course, that especially in that transition, allow it to take its time. Once it takes its course, drop it. So yeah, your future self is saying you're going to be very successful. Your cup will be filled with generous blessings. And what you are looking at now going, wow, look at the stars. I wish like that. I can only dream of it. I can only look at these amazing things from where I am. Your future self is saying you're right there now. You are right there. So in that case, fasten your seatbelt. You're about to take this leap of faith, this leap of risk, and it seems like you're reading. I would tell you, to be honest with you, it's kind of the same, but a little bit different. I don't want to compare, but the energy of getting into something new for sure and dropping something else was definitely in the old reading. So that continues to be there. That continues to be there. The other details are different. So, what is soul contract other than this is fated for you to do? What is this soul contract signifying in your reading? So, you've got the Three of Pentacles, a door is opening. But soul contract and Three of Pentacles is collaboration with others. A massive door opens through your collaboration with others. Who are the others? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Cups. Four of Cups is surprise. You will be collaborating with others and it will surprise you. And your role will change over time. Your role will change. I want to say your importance in this collaboration increases, becomes bigger by time. But this collaboration will be one of the major pillars, which means there are several others that will lead to this massive door of riches and great publicity to happen. So that's one of them, these people. Also, it seems like with these people, your role is going to always become bigger, right? With the Seven of Pentacles, with these people. And Four of Cups suggests that it's a surprise now. Perhaps you don't know what these people are yet, but it is destined for you to meet them, and it is destined for you to, for both sides, for them and you to meet each other. It's destined. So if you're thinking, oh, what people am I going to meet? How is this going to happen? The people that are going to open this opportunity as you work naturally towards your thing that you're passionate about, well, it's just going to happen because you sign. It's almost you signed a contract together to collaborate with the Three of Pentacles. Perhaps you'll have different roles. You will have different, other than your role's going to grow, but you will have different roles in each other's lives. They will have a role for you and you will have a role for them. And so the collaboration is in the light because the that's the Three of Cups. Right. So forget about the light part. But it's here anyways. Three of Cups is beautiful collaboration. It's like these people will feel like friends to you with the Three of Cups. They will feel like the people you love, actually. So it's great. You're going to be meeting people that you will have a lot of fun with, and through them, a massive opportunity is going to open for you. Once this opportunity opens, bam, things change. I see that you are becoming very popular. Everybody knows about you. Perhaps this is your business. Everybody knows about your business. Perhaps even internationally. All eyes on you. You become very wealthy. That is destined to happen for you. And your future self is telling you, you're standing there looking at all these stars or all these things. You're going to be amongst them. So take that leap of faith at least today like the soonest you begin, you are going to, I was thinking so many things. Oh yeah, desires, that's what I was looking for. Today, to moving towards what you desire. Do that thing with the drinking here. Do that thing that makes you feel high in life, that makes you feel excited, that makes you feel like, oh my God, the world is fun. I love doing that. That's what I love to do. Have a vision for it. Go for it. And remember temperance. Do both things. Perhaps that's going to be arduous and a lot of work, but you are going to be fulfilled. You're going to be very fulfilled. And it's going to be the thing that creates all of these things that your future self is telling you to fasten your seatbelt for. So yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. Anything that you should keep in mind that your future self wants to show you with this process? Yeah, anything you want to keep in mind? End this pain, your future self is saying. So how? We know you should move towards it. How? Let's get more guidance there. Right. Six of Wands is the card of victory again, which we have here. So you will reap what you sow. It is exactly what your future self is showing you here. Just get to work. Basically, your future self seems to be very direct. Get to work. Come on. The Moon card, like what you should do. You're right. With the Moon card, that's clear. And the Eight of Cups. Right. So your Eight of Cups is moving towards something, right? Taking a chance here. So your future self is saying, yes, you are going to go through that period where you're taking chances. It's dark. You don't know what you're moving towards. You'll even doubt yourself, like, am I doing what's right? Perhaps you're worried about all of the eyes watching you do something or fail or win, or you're worried about many things, it seems. But despite your fears and despite the fact that you are moving into an area that is mysterious, it's not clear at all. It is the tunnel that takes you to everything that you want. So trust the process of going through something that, imagine you're going to pass through a hallway and it's uncomfortable. But if you pass through this hallway, you're not going to be late to your interview. You get to be there on time. You get to be professional, but you're like, it's safe, it's clear and everything. But you're like, I don't know, it's too dark. I'm afraid. But then you're like, or should I reach my interview in the traditional route, get there 15 minutes late, and perhaps they won't take me for the job? And you're like, I don't know, that's too scary. Should I lose the job? What do I do? And you're like, this is crazy, but I'm gonna pass through this dark alley. And you pass through it, you run, and you get out of the other side, and you're like, I did it. And then you collect yourself, you get to the interview, and you're like, hello, right on time. That's a great sign. And you're like, I'm glad I took this decision. So it almost feels like this analogy your future self is showing you. Take that chance. It's not clear. It's scary, yes. But you, boy, will you reap everything you have worked for. The massive success and the massive riches that are going to happen because of this leap of faith. I've been there before you. That's your future self, not me. I've been there before you. I did it. I'm telling you, we did it. So take that chance and move towards it. What should you do? You'll find out with the Moon card. Like, use your imagination, use your intuition. The Moon card is intuition. It's your emotions, your intuition, your excitement because of the Knight of Wands. So just follow that. It will take you where you need to go because that's your soul speaking to you. Your soul is literally taking you there. So yeah, just follow that excitement. Follow Knight of Wands moving very quickly towards something. Just follow that high. Follow what you desire, and it is bound to take you there, whether this makes sense or not. But it is bound to take you there. It's going to take you there in such a massive way. So trust it. Take that leap of faith. As crazy as it is, your future self that knows you, knows your circumstance, is telling you life on the other side is waiting for you. Just go through this tunnel. Yeah. Very, very exciting reading. I feel like it's way more exciting than the first one. I'm so happy we did this. I'm curious, what did you shift in your timeline? First of all, did the timeline change? Yes or no? Magic. Yes. The timeline, even the magician is like working on a foot, working on a steps. You've definitely taken a particular step today. Could be in your mind, right? As within, so without. You've taken a step at least within you. You're like, you changed something in you today. So what happened today that changed the reading for you like that? Whoa, the dark tunnel I've been telling you about. My God. Wow. Like, I feel like the cards are talking to us. This is crazy. Wow, that's the dark tunnel I've been telling you about here. Wow. Right. So back to the question. Yeah, what did you change today? Perhaps a part of you today saw the light at the end of the tunnel within you. A part of you today feels like, you know what? Perhaps there's a way out of this pain. Perhaps I don't have to go through this pain. Perhaps I don't have to suffer. I feel like this is exactly what has happened today. You changed your mindset about something, the swords and the swords. And that took you to a shortcut with the Seven of Swords, exactly like the shortcut in the analogy. Seven of Swords is a shortcut. It's an escape also. So it's allowing you to escape a timeline, move to another shortcut to what your soul is meant to achieve. Why have it very late in life when you can have it right now? Enjoy it. It's meant to happen anyways. But the thing is, your future self is saying, why wait? Go for it. Now is the time. And that's your future self from your new timeline saying, the moment you hear this message, you know you change your mind about something, you've become very positive, like something in your soul revived today. Do you see the light here? The light here. Something in your soul revived today. And today you are in that chrysalis for the first time. Like you're in the chrysalis now. So take your time for something to develop as you move towards it. Be patient with that, because once you're out, my dear, you are a free bird, free butterfly in that case. You will get to enjoy everything that you love in your life. Wow. Okay, so that is, in fact, the shift in timeline. Finally, any final messages that your future self wants to show you that I didn't pick up on? Or an extra message about this? Knight of Swords, don't make anything stop you. Knight of Swords goes towards what they want, both of them, by the way. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, they go towards what they want. Nothing can stand in their way with these two. Nothing. And I feel like they're both related to being very fast, the fastest knights in the deck. So there's something about the more you move towards what you love with conviction, the more you're working from a place of feeling high about what you're doing, the more you believe in what you're doing, the faster this is going to take you. It doesn't have to be slow. The more you are focused with the Knight of Swords, super focused, super excited, and you've got all of that focus there when you need to, the faster, much faster this will go. My dear pile number 3, you also have the Judgment card. Something about the mind here. Knight of Swords, Judgment, as well as the Empress. That's journaling here. Again, thoughts. And Empress is nurturing. There's something about your future self wanting you to nurture yourself. Perhaps journaling, like these could be journaling about writing your goals. I'm going to be this, this, and that. I'm going to have this, this, and that. Write your goals every morning, because that type of nurture and care that you give to yourself, although it's a little bit of effort, will automatically change your mind, judgment, and give you this belief and power unconsciously. It will work for you to move fast towards that destination. So yeah, I feel like your future self is particularly talking about journaling If you don't like journaling, you could like record this message every day. You know, sound, the power of sound is strong. You can say, I am going to be that. Like you can get into a meditative state and say your with your voice to yourself. That definitely has a huge effect. But yeah, journal, speaking to yourself through meditation, all of that is a powerful energy that I see here. It's a form of nurture and love and care that you give to yourself that really reverses your mind and allows you to be very focused, and it allows your mind to bring out its power to fly you there towards that destination much much faster than you ever thought you can go. And yeah, my dear pile number 3, look, towards the end here is a massive door that's going to open. And once that opens, the rest is history. This is exactly what I see in your reading as your future self's exciting message to you. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.